your life. Thanking God, keep thanking God now. Beyond extraordinary, beyond extraordinary, beyond extraordinary.
Welcome back, everybody. I am excited to have you, and I am excited to be here. We are going to have an awesome time. We're going to be learning new things. We're going to just have an awesome time. And today we have Kharece with us here again. We missed you last week, Kharece.
Oh, I missed you guys.
Yes, so today, last week, what did we speak about? I hope you guys remember that. I want you to comment down what we spoke about last week. Tell me your favorite points. What was your favorite part? What was the most important or your favorite thing that you learned last week? And I want you to comment it down below. Now, I'm just going to give you a small recap of what we spoke about for those that were not there last week. But if you were not there, go back and watch the other video, because it is very important. It is very vital. So last week we were talking about vision. We were talking about what vision is, and we said vision is today's it's what?
Today's picture
of tomorrow's reality. So it's what you've written down on a piece of paper of what you want to become. So if you want to become a president, or if you want to become an astronaut, or if you want to become a soccer player, right? Or even to the smallest things of getting an A+ on the next test you're writing. It doesn't matter how big or small your vision is, but if it is yours, then it is important to you, right? So today we're going to be talking about what?
Setting goals.
Setting goals. So please tell us about setting goals.
So first of all, when you need to set goals in order to achieve your vision. And what is achieving your vision is your vision is the end result, the finish line, getting there. And to get there, you have to set goals. What are goals? Goals are the steps you take to fulfill your vision. Mm-hmm. So things that you write down. If you want to become this, if you want to become the top A student, right? You would say, you would study hard, you would read all your books, you would read ahead of the class, so you gain knowledge and understand. So that's an example of setting goals. Mm-hmm. And successful people do it all the time. They set their goals, they achieve their goals, and it's very important. It's very important. It helps a lot,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of the vital things, one of the important things you need to have if you want to set goals is a wealth coach. It helps a lot. You don't have to, but I recommend you get yourself a wealth coach, because a wealth coach will guide you, will lead you, will help you stay focused, because broken focus is the number one reason for failure. Yes. Mm-hmm. So you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay on your toes. You always gotta be ready. Yeah.
So that's what goals are. Goals are the steps or the stepping stones that you take in order for you to get to the achieved result, to get to the vision that you want to be. So today I'm going to be teaching you about something that I once learned in business, and something that my father also told me, and it's something that is just so significant worldwide. It's something that everybody should know when setting goals, and this is what you call SMART goals. Now, it's the SMART is not necessarily meaning a smart person, but it's an acronym that for each letter stands for something else. So in SMART we have SMART. Now S stands for specific. So your goals must be specific.
I hope you're writing this down.
Yes, that's exactly. Get your notebooks, get your pens, and I want you to write down everything that I'm exactly. Write down everything that I'm telling you. So now S for in SMART stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time bound. I'm going to say that again. S is for specific, M for measurable, A achievable, R realistic, and T time bound. Now I'm going to break them all down to you, and I'm going to explain what each of them means. So we're going to start with specific and measurable. Now this is where you probably want in fact, in each step that you're going to take, we want you to have your wealth coach or your mentor or your mom or your dad, someone who is helping you, the person that is helping you get through all these steps, who is helping you to fulfill your vision. Now, you must be clear and specific about what you want to do. And you have to be specific about the goals that you're going to achieve or the goals that you want to take. If you want to become a basketball player, okay, you're going to say, I want to become a basketball player. Okay, what are the goals? How am I going to become a basketball player? First of all, I must practice. Okay, so what am I going to do to practice? I am going to go to a club, or I'm going to join a school that's going to teach me how to play basketball. Okay, now we're going to talk about achievable and realistic. Your goals must be achievable and realistic. They mustn't be something where you say, I'm going to be the first person to the moon, because there's already someone who's been to the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to think of something that you know in your own skill set, or that's something that you can learn and use skill in, and something that you can achieve. Okay, now I'm going to add another note in there. When I say achievable and realistic, I don't mean that you should think small. I'm not saying that you must limit yourself. I'm not saying that you must hold back when you're trying to think of the goals that you're going to achieve. If even from the people around you, if someone says, no, that's not realistic, no, you can't do that, don't listen to them. If it's something that the Lord has imparted, something that the Lord has planted on your heart, then run with it, because the Lord has given you the okay. The Lord has given you the go, go, go. Mm-hmm. So you do not need anybody else coming into your ear and saying, no, you can't do that. It's not achievable. You can't do that. It's not realistic. Come on, think smarter, think smarter. No. What you need to do is to surround yourself with people that will actually help you and say, okay, if this is your goal, this is where you want to go. How are we going to help you get there? How are we going to make it better? How are we going to get there to the desired reality? Now I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to tell you a testimony or something about myself. When I was, I think in grade 1, or it's just started grade school, my mom got an email saying, from my swim coach, saying that I could not swim, that I should be taken to extra lessons somewhere else out of the school because I couldn't swim. But then a few years later, I actually was in the team, and there was a time I didn't even want to be swimming, but they still kept on sending me and saying, Hannah, please can you go and swim? Please can you go and swim? So this is just a testimony to show you and to prove to you that even though other people say that you can't do it, if you think you can do it, so can you. If my mom could have said, you know what, I think they're right, my daughter can't swim, we have to take her to extra lessons, or we have to find some top-notch coach to teach her how to swim. But no, my mom took it upon herself and said, Hannah, get into the water. Hannah, get into the pool. You're going to do it. And I was part of the swim team. So you see, you just need to surround yourself with people that will push you to your goal, and push aside the people who think you can't do it. Push aside the people who say, no, you can't do it. That's impossible. Now I'm going to be talking about time-bound. Time-bound means you have to give yourself time. You have to give yourself a set time goal on when you're going to achieve the goal. If you say, I'm going back to my example about being a basketball player, you're going to say, I want to practice 4 times a week at wherever you're going to, your basketball school, whatever it's called. Don't just say I'm going 4 times a week, because then next week you'll say I'm going 4 times a week. The next week you say I'm going 4 times a week. Or if you want to exercise more and you say, no, today I'm going to exercise, and then tomorrow I'll take a break, and then tomorrow I'll exercise again. And then you just keep telling yourself the next day, no, I'll exercise. Then the next day, no, I'll exercise. And you won't end up exercising at the end of the day. You'll just keep telling yourself, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to exercise. So when I mean time bound, I say, give yourself a time on when to take the action. Say, on the 21st of June, I am going to go and I'm going to start exercising, and I'm going to exercise every week at this time, from this time to this time. Because once you've done that, you've put it in your mind and you've set a goal, which will then push you and say, you know what, I need to do this. I can't fail myself. Because if you don't, it's not going to affect the people around you. It's going to affect you yourself. It's not going to end up being great for yourself. You're just going to feel sorry for yourself and say, oh, why didn't I do that? Why can't I get this? You just need to say, okay, this is my goal. I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to do it when, and I'm going to do it today, or I'm going to do it tomorrow. You give yourself a time, and you say, I must be done exercising, or if you want to become basketball player, if you want to say, I want to become a professional basketball player by the age of 21, how are you going to do that? Just don't just say, I want to become a basketball player, because you'll just keep saying that and you're not going to get to that goal. You're going to end up procrastinating. So can you please tell us when I say procrastinating, what do I mean?
You mean to delay taking action. So if you for example, the exercise example, you say, so tomorrow I'm going to exercise. Then tomorrow comes, no, let me do that another day. And then the other day comes and you're just like, no. And then you end up not exercising for a whole year, a whole month. And you're just like, didn't I say I was going to exercise? Procrastination is one of the reasons why people are not successful, because you keep procrastinating, you keep delaying, you keep trying to avoid doing these things you want to do, and that's just going to lead you to failure, and we do not want that. So, for example, say that you want to be the world's greatest baker. One of the goals you would need to set is, I want to bake all the cakes. I want to bake, if you want to specialize in a specific cake, for example, chocolate cake, you would say, on the 21st of June, I want to bake this cake and bake it throughout the whole week to perfect it, to make it delicious, so you can sell it and everyone will love it. It's setting a time bound, because if you don't, I'll bake this cake tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, you haven't baked anything, you don't even know what you're doing, and you just carry on with life. Exactly. And that's why we have to set a time frame so we don't procrastinate. That's where procrastinating comes in. You have to be able to set your goals and think through them, make sure that they're realistic, because if they're not, then you're going to procrastinate a lot, and that's just going to lead to failure.
Now I'm going to tell you the importance of setting goals, because if you have a vision, which I hope once you've written down your vision and you say, I want to become a professional soccer player, or I want to become rich, it doesn't end there. Okay, it doesn't end at saying I want to be this, I want to be that. Okay, when you're setting the goals, you need to say, okay, how am I going to get rich? How am I going to become a professional soccer player? How am I going to become a professional baker? Those are the types of questions you need to ask yourself when you're setting goals. What do I need to do that? When you say I want to become rich, okay, what do you need to do? You need to create a business, or you need to find a way of making the money so that you can get to that desired reality. Or you just need to read books, research and say, okay, what are the steps? How have other people done it? How have they achieved their goals? How can I do it myself? Now, when you're talking of money, or when you're trying to set your goals to become rich, I don't want you to just say, I want to be rich. I want you to be specific. Remember, we're talking about the SMART goals. There's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. I want you to be very specific. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the SMART goals on a specific topic. So if you want to become rich, this is how it's going to go. If you say, I want to have 20 million rand in my account by the age of 25, now that's already a specific and a measurable goal. When I say specific, you've said, I want 20 million rand in my account. That's the specific part. When you say at the age of 25, that's the measurable part. That's you giving yourself a time frame about when you're going to do that. Next, after your specific and measurable, now you've got achievable and realistic. Now, I want you to think, okay, realistically speaking, you will say, okay, if I want to get 20 million rand by the age of 25, you will then divide by how many years you have left. If you are 15 and you've got 10 years left, you say, okay, every year, in order for me to get to my 20 million, I need to earn this much in this year, in each year, or each month, or each week. Now that's when you're being specific, and that's when you're being realistic. Now you're saying, okay, these are the 20, I've got 10 years left to get 20 million rand. Okay, how am I going to do that? Each year you then divide and say, I need to do this. And then by then you'll be like, okay, so if I need to make, let's say you need to make 500 rand this week. Okay, how am I going to make 500 rand this week? Now you've just made your 500, now you've just set a goal to make 500 rand a week. Now you need to make another goal on how you're going to make that 500 rand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not confusing you guys. And now that you've got time bound, okay, now your time bound goal is going to be like this. I need to make 500 rand this week. Okay, how am I going to do that, and when am I going to do that? You're going to say, by Wednesday, I need to have a plan on how I'm going to get my 500 rand. And then on Saturday, I need to have my 500 rand. And that's how you're going to be setting your goals. That is how you are going to get to your desired reality.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
What's fun without homework?
Right? Oh, right.
So I have homework for you guys. I want you to set 5 goals that are in line with your vision. 5 goals that will help you get to your desired reality. That will get you to the finish line. Just 5. So you can add them to your vision board. Make it all decorative. Yes. So glitter for girls, blue for guys, whatever you like. Just put it on there. Make it beautiful. Take a picture. You can send it to us, and we'll enjoy marking them, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, I need to talk about you need to get yourself one of these. I am telling you, this is very important. You need to get yourself this book. This book is what everything we're telling you is in this book. All the notes, all the things that you need to fill in are in this book. So you need to get yourself one of these books. All you need to do is just message 0766928801 and saying Mitch the Millionaire, and we will send you a copy of the book. This book is filled with so much wisdom. You know, it's not even for kids. Parents or people who just want to take their lives to the next level and say, you know what, I'm making a personal decision, and I don't want I want to leave my kids an inheritance. I don't want to leave my kids to finish off the debts that I wasn't able to finish. So you need to get yourself this book. Yes, we've given an age, what is it? And we've given
just what's the word?
I don't know what to say. An age restriction. No, I don't want to say age restriction, because it's not. Anyone can, an 80-year-old, if you teach a 5-year-old this, by the time they're 17, they're already going to be, a millionaire before they even finish school. Now, how amazing do you think that would be if our young people of today were the ones running the businesses, running the big deals that are going to affect our country, our economy? Think of, and we get them from giving them this wisdom from the word. Think of how impacted and how changed our world will be. We'll start from our cities to the countries to the world. The whole world will be changed once these kids get these wisdom principles and apply them to their lives. Even if you're 50 years old, you're 35, you're 70, you can still get to your desired reality. Now, you can still set goals, you can still set achievements. It does not matter how old you are. Okay, so you need to get yourself this book. Just send Mitch the Millionaire to 0766928801. And I had a lot of fun today. Did you have fun?
I missed it.
Yeah, we missed you last week, didn't we? So I just want to tell you guys how much I love you and how much I appreciate you guys commenting and just interacting with us. I received a few videos and thank you messages after my first one, and it blessed my heart. I really, really loved it. You guys need to send me more of your videos. I want to see your visions. I want to see your vision board. It's what I love to see. I want to see you guys taking these wisdom principles that we're giving to you and applying them. It just makes me so happy and just proves how much of an impact and how powerful these principles are.
Yeah.
So I can't wait until you guys send me your stuff. And I cannot wait until next week, Saturday. Again, we are going to have an awesome time. Yeah. You're not going to run away from us. We're going to glue you to the chair so that you can come back, because we enjoy having you here. I enjoy having you guys watching us, don't you think?
Yes.
So I'm going to see you guys again right here on Facebook Live at 3 p.m. I cannot wait until I see you guys again next week. Bye. I love you guys so much. Mwah.